What if every challenge, every accomplishment, and even every person you've ever loved wasn't random but predetermined? More specifically, what if you, before stepping into this life, had chosen it all? Your family, the soulmate you encounter, and even the struggles you're facing right now. But the most remarkable part is this: there's a path to break free from all those limitations. Imagine that before you were born, your soul existed in a realm beyond time and form. In that space, you were not just a small, finite being. You were part of a greater plan, a plan designed for growth and spiritual awakening. In this state, you stood before a council of ancient advisors, reviewing every possible path your life could take. Every choice, where you'd be born, which family you'd join, and who would guide or even challenge you, was carefully considered to ensure your soul could learn lessons that couldn't be experienced anywhere else. Guided by soul contracts and karmic imprints from previous lifetimes, these choices didn't just connect you with the significant people in your life, but also shaped the grand mission you must fulfill in this incarnation. In this video, we'll explore how your soul carefully crafted this journey, and, more importantly, how you can rise above the cycle of reincarnation, breaking free from its constraints to achieve true spiritual liberation. If this is your first time visiting our channel, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can stay updated with our latest videos on spiritual topics, inner awakening, and philosophical insights. The cycle of reincarnation, often referred to as the Wheel of Life, is a profound concept found in many spiritual and hermetic traditions. It symbolizes the soul's ongoing journey through multiple lifetimes, with each incarnation offering unique opportunities for growth, learning, and the resolution of karmic imprints. Central to esoteric teachings, this process is not random, but part of a grand cosmic design intended to evolve consciousness and fulfill divine will. Across traditions like Hermeticism, Hinduism, Buddhism, and mystical Christianity, reincarnation is framed within the interplay of free will and karma. Karma is not simply a system of rewards or punishments, but a mechanism of balance, connecting the soul to specific lessons necessary for its development. At the same time, it preserves the soul's autonomy, allowing it the freedom to align or not with its spiritual objectives. The physical world, with its dualistic nature, is seen as a testing ground where the soul can refine its divine essence. Through the experience of polarities, light and dark, pleasure and pain, love and loss, the soul grows, ultimately learning to transcend the illusions of separation inherent in the material realm. Free will and karma are the twin forces shaping this journey. Hermetic philosophy portrays the soul as a co-creator of its reality, with karmic consequences providing feedback for growth rather than acting as a form of punishment. Karma ensures the soul experiences the ripple effects of its past actions, thoughts, and intentions, creating opportunities to develop empathy, compassion, and wisdom. For instance, a soul that has caused harm in one life may experience similar circumstances in another to understand the impact of its choices. Conversely, acts of kindness and service create positive ripples that foster harmony and progress in future lifetimes. The process of choosing an incarnation is intricate and deeply intentional. Before birth, the soul enters a state of pure consciousness known as the interlife or between-life realm. In this state, the soul reflects on its previous experiences, reviews the lessons it has learned, and identifies areas for further growth. Spiritual guides, often seen as beings of light or higher consciousness, assist the soul by offering wisdom and insights. However, the final decision remains with the soul, a reflection of its sovereignty and responsibility for its journey. This collaborative process involves selecting key elements of the next life, such as family, environment, and relationships, all aligned with the soul's karmic imprints and spiritual goals. The material realm, while challenging, serves as a crucible for transformation. The soul, originating from a state of unity and infinite possibility, experiences separation and duality upon entering the physical world. This sense of isolation often manifests as confusion, fear, or longing for divine connection, a phenomenon sometimes described as spiritual homesickness. Yet, it is precisely through these challenges that the soul evolves. By navigating the complexities of human existence, including joy and suffering, the soul gains the wisdom needed to transcend the illusions of the material world and reconnect with its divine essence. Liberation from the cycle of reincarnation is the ultimate goal of this journey. This state of freedom, known as moksha in Hinduism or nirvana in Buddhism, represents the soul's realization of its oneness with the divine source. It is not an escape from life, but a transcendence of the limitations imposed by the material realm. Liberation is achieved through spiritual awakening, the resolution of karmic debts, and alignment with universal laws such as the principles of mentalism, polarity, and vibration. These laws remind the soul of its role as both a creator and a participant in the divine order. The soul's journey is one of profound autonomy and collaboration. Every decision, from the life it chooses to the lessons it embraces, reflects its divine potential and capacity for growth. By understanding the interconnectedness of free will and karma, the soul can actively participate in its evolution, transforming challenges into stepping stones towards spiritual mastery. The cycle of reincarnation is not merely a series of lives, but a meticulously designed process that allows the soul to rediscover its divine nature and fulfill its highest purpose. Before you ever took your first breath, your soul existed in a realm beyond time, beyond form, a place where choices are made, contracts are forged, and destinies are set in motion. Imagine standing before a vast council of ancient guides, reviewing every possible path your life could take. You didn't just select a life randomly. You chose every challenge, every triumph, your greatest loves, and even the people who would hurt you. Why? Because every experience you would face life would teach your soul something it couldn't learn anywhere else. But here's the twist. Your soul didn't act alone. There are karmic ties and ancient contracts binding you to others. Even your soulmate wasn't a random encounter. They've likely walked this journey with you through countless lifetimes, playing different roles in each one. Before entering the physical world, the soul exists in a state of pure consciousness, deeply connected to the source of creation, often referred to as the divine, God, or universal mind. In this timeless state of unity, the soul experiences no separation, no limitation, and no duality. It is a state of infinite bliss and oneness. Yet even in this state, the soul feels an innate desire, a longing to grow, to experience, and to understand. This longing, born out of a divine curiosity and the desire for expansion, leads the soul to incarnate in the material world, where challenges and opportunities for growth abound. The decision to incarnate is not taken lightly. It stems from the soul's yearning for growth and self-discovery. The physical world acts as a school, offering lessons that cannot be learned in the realm of pure consciousness. Emotions, relationships, and the complexities of human experience provide the soul with a unique opportunity to evolve. Each soul embarks on a mission tailored to its spiritual needs, focusing on specific lessons such as compassion, forgiveness, self-love, courage, or resilience. These lessons are not about worldly achievements, but about refining the soul's divine essence and contributing to the evolution of collective consciousness. Before its first incarnation, the soul carefully selects the circumstances of its life to align with its purpose and the lessons it needs to learn. Nothing is random. The soul chooses physical traits, including genetic factors, abilities, and even potential health challenges. These choices are designed to provide the soul with the ideal environment for growth. For instance, a soul seeking to learn patience might choose to be born into a family with challenging dynamics. Similarly, a soul wanting to understand compassion might choose circumstances that foster empathy and understanding. The cultural, social, and historical context of birth also shapes the soul's experiences and opportunities for growth. The soul identifies key individuals it will encounter in life, such as soulmates, mentors, or adversaries, each playing a crucial role in its development. These relationships, predetermined yet flexible, form the soul's blueprint. For example, a soulmate may appear to support the soul's growth through love and partnership, while an adversary may provide opportunities to practice forgiveness or resilience. The first incarnation serves as a foundation, focusing on survival and understanding the physical world. Over time, as the soul reincarnates, it learns to balance the physical and spiritual aspects of existence. However, the physical world presents stark contrasts to the soul's original state. Upon incarnating, the soul experiences a sense of separation from its divine source, creating feelings of duality and isolation. This separation can lead to confusion, fear, or a longing for reconnection with the divine, a sensation often described as spiritual homesickness. Adapting to the physical realm also involves navigating the limitations of time, space, and human emotions. These constraints, while challenging, are essential for the soul's growth and evolution. Through these experiences, the soul begins to understand the deeper truths of existence and gradually awakens to its divine nature. Even in its first incarnation, the soul is never truly alone. Spiritual guides, beings of light or higher consciousness, accompany the soul, offering wisdom and support throughout its journey. These guides provide subtle encouragement, helping the soul navigate the complexities of the physical realm. However, the soul retains free will and can choose to accept or ignore this guidance. This autonomy is a reflection of the soul's sovereignty and responsibility for its own growth. Despite the challenges of the material world, the soul maintains a deep connection to its divine origin. This connection manifests in various ways, such as intuition, dreams, or moments of clarity, reminding the soul of its higher purpose and mission. These inner signals act as a compass, guiding the soul toward its spiritual goals even when the path seems unclear. As the soul progresses through lifetimes, it gradually integrates the lessons learned, transcending the illusions of duality and separation. Each lifetime builds upon the previous one, moving the soul closer to its ultimate goal, liberation. This liberation, often referred to as enlightenment, moksha, or nirvana, is not about escaping the physical world, but about transcending its limitations. It is the realization of the soul's oneness with the divine source and its role as both a creator and participant in the cosmic design. The journey of the soul is both personal and universal. It is a dance between free will and divine guidance, between individuality and unity. By understanding this intricate process, we can begin to see life's challenges not as burdens, but as opportunities for growth. Every moment, every relationship, and every experience becomes a stepping stone on the path towards spiritual awakening and fulfillment. In this grand design, the soul's journey is not merely a sequence of lives, but a deliberate, purposeful process aimed at evolving consciousness and rediscovering its divine essence. Each choice, each challenge, and each triumph contributes to the unfolding of a greater cosmic story, a story in which your soul plays an integral and irreplaceable part. But here's where it gets even deeper. What happens after this life? How does your soul decide where to go next? And perhaps most profoundly, is it possible to break free from this cycle entirely? To understand this, we must first explore the choices your soul makes after death. When the physical body dies, the soul transitions to the interlife, or the realm between lives, a state of pure consciousness unbound by the limitations of the material world. In this realm, the soul is no longer weighed down by earthly concerns and instead enters a reflective and preparatory state. This is not a place of judgment, reward, or punishment, but a space dedicated to learning, growth, and planning. Here, the soul reconnects with spiritual guides and begins the process of reviewing its past life and designing the framework for its next incarnation. A central aspect of this phase is the life review. This review allows the soul to examine its previous life from a broader, more detached perspective, reliving its actions, thoughts, and choices, while also experiencing their emotional impact on others. This process fosters a deeper understanding of the consequences of its behavior, not as a form of guilt or shame, but as a profound educational experience. The soul recognizes areas where it succeeded in its spiritual growth and areas where lessons remain unfinished, setting the stage for future experiences. Karma plays a crucial role in shaping the soul's journey during this process. Far from being punitive, karma is about balance, teaching, and growth. Every action, thought, and emotion generates energetic ripples that eventually return to the soul. For example, a soul that caused harm in one life might choose to experience a similar situation in its next incarnation to develop empathy and understanding. On the other hand, acts of kindness and generosity create positive opportunities and experiences in future lifetimes, furthering the soul's evolution. In the interlife, the soul also forms or revisits soul contracts, agreements with other souls regarding relationships and dynamics in the next life. These contracts outline key connections, such as family roles, romantic partnerships, or challenging relationships, each designed to teach specific lessons. For instance, a soul might choose to be born into a particular family to learn patience or unconditional love. Two souls might plan to meet as romantic partners to explore trust and intimacy. Even difficult relationships, such as those with a rival or a challenging parent, can be part of a deliberate plan to foster forgiveness or resilience. These contracts are flexible, allowing adjustments based on the soul's free will and choices during life. Souls often incarnate with soul groups, clusters of closely connected souls that evolve together over multiple lifetimes. These groups provide mutual support and growth, with members appearing in various roles such as family, friends, mentors, or even adversaries, depending on the lessons needed. Within these groups, some souls share particularly deep connections, such as soulmates, who help each other fulfill shared purposes, and twin flames, considered two halves of the same soul, seeking balance and unity. After the life review and karmic assessment, the soul begins the intentional process of designing its next incarnation. This involves a series of key decisions, starting with the selection of physical traits such as gender, appearance, and even potential health challenges. These choices are not random, but carefully tailored to support the soul's mission and growth. For example, a nurturing family dynamic might help a soul develop self-worth, while a challenging family environment could foster resilience and strength. The soul also chooses broader factors, such as its socioeconomic status, culture, and historical period. These elements shape the challenges and opportunities it will face in the next life. Certain significant events, like meeting important people, encountering life-changing challenges, or achieving key milestones, are pre-planned to guide the soul's development. However, flexibility remains a key feature of the plan, as free will allows the soul to respond to life events in unique ways. If a soul avoids a planned challenge, new opportunities may arise to ensure it learns the intended lesson. The universe continuously adjusts to support the soul's growth, offering creative ways to meet its spiritual goals. Once the planning is complete, the soul prepares for reincarnation. This involves crossing the veil that separates the spiritual and physical realms. In doing so, the soul forgets its past lives and pre-birth plans, ensuring that its experiences in the material world feel authentic and spontaneous. Despite this forgetting, subtle reminders of the soul's purpose persist throughout life. These may manifest as instincts, recurring dreams, or a deep inner calling that guides the soul back to its intended path. Throughout its journey, the soul is guided by these inner signals and the influence of its spiritual guides, who remain constant sources of wisdom and support. Even when challenges seem overwhelming, these guides offer subtle encouragement, helping the soul navigate the complexities of human existence while staying aligned with its higher purpose. Reincarnation, in essence, is like a school. Each lifetime serves as a classroom where the soul learns lessons, clears karmic debts, and evolves toward greater spiritual understanding. But there's a catch. Until the soul masters certain lessons, it is bound to return over and over again. The circumstances of each new life, family, challenges, relationships, depend on the energy the soul has carried forward, the karma it has accumulated, and the contracts it has yet to fulfill. The ultimate goal of this cycle is liberation. Freedom from the endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. This liberation, often referred to as enlightenment, moksha, or nirvana, represents a state of unity with the divine source. It is not about escaping life, but transcending the illusions of the material world and living in harmony with universal truths. Achieving liberation requires the soul to release attachments, resolve karmic debts, and align with the higher vibrations of love, compassion, and wisdom. While liberation is the endpoint for some, others may choose to reincarnate not out of necessity, but as enlightened guides or teachers, assisting others on their paths. These souls, often referred to as bodhisattvas or avatars, voluntarily return to help humanity evolve, embodying the highest principles of wisdom and love. The cycle of reincarnation is not a prison, but a dynamic, creative process designed to help the soul grow and awaken to its divine potential. Each choice, each challenge, and each triumph is part of a larger cosmic narrative, offering the soul endless opportunities to evolve and contribute to the unfolding of universal harmony. Through awareness and intentionality, the soul can rise above the cycle, stepping into a state of freedom and divine fulfillment. Liberation, or freedom from the cycle of reincarnation, is not about escaping life, but transcending the illusions and limitations of the material realm. It allows the soul to exist in harmony with its divine source, experiencing profound unity, unshakable peace, and boundless creativity. This state, often referred to as enlightenment, moksha, or ascension, is celebrated across various spiritual traditions as the ultimate realization of the soul's divine nature. Enlightenment does not mean the soul loses its individuality or ceases to exist. Rather, it signifies the soul's awakening to its infinite essence, shedding layers of illusion that create the perception of separation. In this state of profound clarity, the soul can choose to remain in higher dimensions of existence, where it may explore subtler realms of creation or return to the physical plane as a guide or teacher, no longer bound by karmic obligations. Achieving liberation is not an instantaneous transformation, but a gradual process of spiritual awakening and mastery. It requires the soul to release attachments, resolve karmic ties, and align itself with universal truths. The journey begins with the cultivation of self-awareness, a practice of looking inward to identify the patterns, desires, and fears that anchor the soul to the material world. Practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection serve as tools to help the soul observe its thoughts and emotions without becoming entangled in them. This detachment allows the soul to rise above reactive behaviors and cultivate a deeper understanding of its motivations and challenges. Inner work often involves confronting unresolved karma and healing the wounds carried over from past lives. By forgiving others, seeking forgiveness, and releasing resentment, the soul frees itself from the energetic ties that perpetuate the cycle of reincarnation. Attachments to people, possessions, and outcomes can act as tethers, binding the soul to the dense energies of the physical plane. The Hermetic principle of mentalism teaches that reality is shaped by thought, and when the soul clings to material desires or fears, it reinforces its connection to the cycle of reincarnation. However, detachment does not mean abandoning love or responsibility. It means experiencing life fully, loving deeply, and contributing passionately while remaining free from dependence on external factors for happiness. A detached soul can appreciate life's beauty and embrace its challenges without being overwhelmed by outcomes. True liberation also requires harmony with the universal principles that govern existence. The soul must recognize that every action, thought, and intention creates ripples that influence its journey. Understanding the interconnectedness of all things and acting in ways that honor this unity is key to breaking free from karmic cycles. By raising its vibrational frequency through thoughts, emotions, and actions that resonate with love, truth, and harmony, the soul becomes a conscious co-creator with the divine, transcending the limitations of the physical world. The ultimate step toward liberation is the realization of the oneness of all existence. In the material world, the soul often perceives itself as separate from others and the divine. Awakening to unity consciousness dissolves this illusion, allowing the soul to experience its true nature as an integral part of an infinite whole. This awakening can arise through sustained spiritual practices such as meditation, prayer, or profound mystical experiences. It may also occur spontaneously, triggered by moments of deep love, loss, or insight, when the soul is momentarily stripped of its egoic filters and glimpses of its divine essence. The soul reaches liberation when it has fully integrated the lessons it sought in the material world. This milestone is not dictated by external forces, but by the soul's own readiness to transcend the cycle of reincarnation. Signs of a soul nearing liberation include a profound detachment from material success or failure, an enduring inner peace that remains unaffected by external circumstances, and an unwavering love and compassion for all beings. Such a soul often feels a longing to return to the divine source or to selflessly serve others. At this point, the soul is presented with a choice: to ascend to higher dimensions of existence or to reincarnate as an enlightened guide or teacher, not out of karmic necessity, but to assist others on their paths. Throughout history, enlightened beings such as Buddha, Jesus, and other spiritual masters have chosen to reincarnate. Unlike ordinary souls, they return not to resolve karma, but to uplift humanity. These beings, often referred to as bodhisattvas or avatars, embody the highest principles of wisdom, love, and power. They act as bridges between the physical and spiritual realms, offering guidance, inspiration, and support to those still navigating the cycle of reincarnation. Hermetic teachings describe these beings as luminous examples of the soul's potential for liberation, living proof that the journey toward enlightenment is achievable. By observing and learning from these enlightened souls, individuals can find both encouragement and a roadmap for their own spiritual journey. The teachings and lives of these masters reveal the steps necessary to transcend the illusions of the material world, offering tools to cultivate detachment, resolve karma, and awaken unity consciousness. They remind us that liberation is not a distant goal, but an innate potential within every soul. As the soul progresses, it becomes increasingly aware that liberation is not about avoiding the physical world, but about transcending its illusions and aligning with its divine essence. Every choice, every lesson, and every challenge becomes an opportunity for growth and deeper understanding. Liberation is the soul's ultimate gift to itself, a return to the infinite light of its origin, where it exists as a conscious co-creator in harmony with the universe. For those who feel the call to explore these profound truths, the path is open. By embracing practices that cultivate awareness, love, and harmony, and by drawing inspiration from the wisdom of enlightened beings, the journey toward liberation becomes not just a possibility, but a living reality. Let us dive deeper into these mysteries together and uncover the boundless potential that lies within. What are your thoughts on the thought-provoking content above? Feel free to leave a comment and share your perspective with us. Thank you for watching. If you learned something from this video, please like, subscribe to the Top Hidden Knowledge channel for more content on wisdom, spirituality, and personal growth. Or if you have time, check out other videos on this channel. Until next time.